We are back again with another live stream. And you know what? I'll be honest with you. I'll take it. I'll take it, mate. I'll take it. We're in a final. We're the famous Arsenal, and we're going to Wembley. It was a 1 second, guys. It was an awful performance. I can't lie. It's a terrible performance. But you know what? We take those, man. We take those. We take those. First half, again, oh man, that first half we was just playing that dead fossil football, sideways, backwards, and there were some really, really poor performances all around. I mean, there weren't that many noteworthy performances, to be honest. I mean, where do I even start? I mean, I'll go through kind of like player by player, and then I'll go through the first half. But in the first half, everybody was awful. I think the only player that was kind of really even trying to get forward was Timber. Madueke was not great today, especially in the first half. I think he was too conservative. I think he got past Cucurella like one time around the outside of him. Then after that, Cucurella pretty much locked him up. And he was attacking down the left-hand side a lot. Nkape and Martinelli were getting some neat touches, but overall, I just think there wasn't enough penetration. It's one of those weird ones, actually. Actually, wait, hold on, guys. I need my laptop's about to die. Just plug this in one sec. Yeah, and it's one of those games where you just want to see it through. I wasn't even too bothered about I'm not even going to like rip the players too much about the performance because realistically, we're in a final. The first final in I don't even since the FA Cup in 2020, bro. So, just trying to think. Eze again, another disaster class. He did absolutely nothing. And there's one thing I hate is when a player plays bad. But when a player plays bad and doesn't want the ball, that's the worst thing ever. And I'm thinking, there's no way this is the same Eze that we signed from Crystal Palace, man. Because he just looks timid, man. He's like he's just turned into Black Odegaard, man. It's disgusting. And he looked pretty good midweek when we played against was it Inter Milan? Yeah, I think it was Inter Milan. He looked decent. But you know what? I'm not going to slate the players too hard today because we are in a final. We did get through. I think Gyökeres again, almost basically anonymous, barely got himself in the game. The midfield was poor. I think one thing that was annoying me about the midfield is that Rice and Zubimendi were dropping way too deep. So when Rice was picking up the ball, turning around and looking, he was going like this, and I'm just like, well, bro, you're supposed to be there. Like, it is what it is anyway. The gaps between the midfield and the defense was too big for me. Like our midfield was non-existent, and I think Liam Rosner really tried to out tactic Arteta. Like when they had the corners and they were sending, what's his name, Liam Delap and João Pedro, like they were just sprinting in different directions. We weren't really. Our set pieces weren't great today either. So to be honest, I think we were completely nullified. To be honest, but at the end of the day, Chelsea. It was on the onus for Chelsea to win. We didn't have to win. We just had to not lose, and we would have gone through to Wembley. So overall, I'm happy, man. We got through. We're through to the final. Well, let me know what you guys think because I'm not gonna lie, I'm buzzing, man. I was a bit annoyed about the performance because it's like, in the final, are we really going to be able to win? But you know what? We're through. Let's start reading these comments. Wembley, we're the famous Arsenal, and we're going to Wembley. Wembley. Come on, you Gunners! Let's go! Oh, final, man. Final. This feeling, man. I've not felt this feeling so long. It's been so long since we've been to a final, man. It's been so long. Like, it's been so long since we've been to a final. And the fact of the matter is, the first competition that we can win, we're in a final. And what's even better is that I've been saying on this channel for the last couple of months now that we need to win the Carabao Cup. I think I said already, if we win the Carabao Cup, it unlocks Super Saiyan 2. If we win the Carabao Cup, it unlocks Super Saiyan 2 for the squad. I'm telling you right now, we need to win this Carabao Cup, man. It's vital. Exactly. Big up Joe King. We have to win it. We have to win it. Even if we do the stinkiest own goal corner, I don't care. We have to win the Carabao Cup. It's so important that we win the first major trophy, because I feel like if we win this major trophy, it guarantees us the Premier League. And if we win the Carabao Cup and the Premier League, who's to say we can't win the Champions League? Do you know what I'm saying? Even if we just get a domestic double or treble, I'll be so happy with that. But it's vital that we win this Carabao Cup. I cannot stress it enough. It's so important. Big up AFC. Wembley. We are Wembley. Wembley. We're the famous Arsenal. We're going to Wembley. I'm gassed, bro. Finally. Oh, man. And it's so nice as well. The year I started this channel was that we're actually looking good. We've actually got a final to look. We've got something to look forward to. We've got something to look forward to for once, man. Oh, man. Jeez, man. I'm so happy, man. I'm so happy. Right, spending half a minute on the ball and inviting. Yeah, that was annoying me, man. There was too many players that were like staying on the ball too long and inviting too much pressure. It was getting on my tits, man. Like, especially towards the end of the second half. I'm just thinking, just try to do a couple of passages of play, hide in the corner for a little bit, try and get some fouls, but just passing around the back, it just invites so much pressure. And I feel like that's a big reason why we lost to Man United at home, because the unnecessary pressure, yes, we have the lead, but the best form of defense is attack. Like, imagine we got the fourth goal, yeah, in the end of the first half, or like the 60th minute of the second half. It would have been so much more comfortable to watch, and then we could have gone and got 5 or maybe even 6. And we could have brought in Lewis Skelly, we could have brought in Norgard, and it would have just been a lot better for us. Because like towards the end, Rice was gassed out, man. He was freaking tired. Luckily, we've got that Champions League break because we finished top and we finished in the top 8. So it looks like it's going to work out. Let it all work out. Look, it's looking good, man. It's looking good. Big up Gooner SC. Wembley, we're the famous Arsenal. We're going to Wembley. Oh, I'll never get tired of this, man. It's so nice. It's so nice, man. It's so nice. Can't play like that in the final. You know what, AFC, yeah? Big up to you, by the way. The one thing that does kind of concern me is I feel like we're going to need a little bit of individual brilliance for the final, because depending on whether we face Newcastle or City, it's going to be very defensive, it's going to be very cagey. We're either going to need a set piece or we're going to need a bit of individual brilliance. And I just think, like, in an attacking sense, this team lacks a lot of individual brilliance. So I am a bit worried about the final. Let me know who do you want. Do you want City? Let me know in the comments, chat. Like, do you want City or do you want Newcastle? Because personally, for me, I want Newcastle because I feel like their squad's a lot thinner. I don't think their squad's as good, and I think they have nowhere near as like depth and stuff like that. And I think Bruno Guimaraes is injured as well. I'm not sure how long he's injured for, but I think some of the key players are injured. Whereas I think Man City pretty much have a full squad. So hopefully Newcastle can do a madness and come back. Big up to you. Big up to Joe. Martinelli's head down football, bro. Martinelli's head down dribbling is the worst, man. Seriously, like in the summer, we need to upgrade that left hand side, because that left hand side is dusty. I'd be looking at getting rid of Martinelli and Trossard. I'd be getting Mitoma and like a Leao, Mitoma and even a Mitoma and a Lookman. I think you can get both of them for you could probably get both of them for 90 million, and I think that upgrades us so well. Hit the like, dark siders, exactly. Hit the like button, guys. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the like button as you come in. So it really helps me out with the channel, helps it reach other people. So yeah, hit the like button, guys. I'm here. Ted Bundy, shout out to you. I don't think I've seen you in the chat before. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. How's it going? What did you think of the game? Pick up AFC. Feeling we will be even more better if we win it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We win this trophy, we go to Super Saiyan 2, man. I keep saying it. We'll go to that next level, and I think you give this squad a winning a trophy. It creates a winning mentality. Like, one thing I've said that's really, really important is that like if you look at like Pep, Klopp, Jose Mourinho, the first trophy they won was the Carabao Cup, Carling Cup, whatever, League Cup. And it creates a winning mentality because now all the players in this squad have won something together. Where you look at Havertz, he's won the Champions League of Chelsea. You look at Kepa, he's won the Champions League of Real Madrid. You look at Nkape, he's an invincible of Leverkusen. But when you win a trophy together, it galvanizes the entire team. You know, like even if we win the league, even Wanyeri will get a winner's medal, and it upgrades the mentality and it upgrades the whole team. And not just that, when we sell Jesus, when we sell the fringe players, their value goes up as well. So winning is so important. It's so important. Next question. Save the best until last, and I hope to look to the Lord that will be the case in the final, bro. I'm hoping really, really hoping that we can have a brilliant, brilliant performance in the final, because it's so important that we win that final, man. It's so important. Like now as well. I don't know what actually, let me just Google this quickly, because I want to know when is the Carabao Cup final, because I want to know if we do the Carabao Cup final before we go to the Etihad. Carabao Cup final. What day is the Carabao Cup final? Sunday, the 22nd of March, and I think we have Etihad in April. So if we beat City in the final, or even if we don't beat City, if we beat Newcastle and we win the Carabao Cup, I just think we can go to the Etihad and go, do you know what? Yeah, let's hold that. All right. The scramble for final cup tickets is going to be insane. Yeah, I mean, big up to you, Roy. I mean, to be honest, I'm going to see if I can try and get a ticket myself, because it's at Wembley. There should be some extra tickets, and yeah, let's have you in the summer. Do you know what? Chelsea would never sell him to us. He's probably on he's got one of these Warner Brothers 360 deals anyway. 8-year contract, 80K a week or something like it. I would take him though. I would take him, but he plays on the right side. Does he play on the right? He plays on the right. But to be honest, I definitely would have taken him over flipping Madueke anyway, but it is what it is anyway. Big up to you, joking. Big up, Blade. Come on. Final. Let's go. The group chat's been real quiet, man. The group chat's been real quiet. Hey, Blade. The group chat's been quiet. Hey. Cállate la puta. Anyway, big up Strikes. Boring, poor football tonight, but I think that's what Arteta was going for, so we can't complain. Plus, the late goal to really boost the confidence. Yeah, to be honest, this is what I was going to do. I'm not even going to complain about the players today. I think everybody, bar Timber and maybe Kepa, and obviously Kai Havertz was like a 5 or below. I think Eze was non-existent. Gyökeres was a ghost. Even Havertz was a ghost until the goal, really. He didn't really do anything either. I think Trossard was poor. Well, he was average. He was okay. He had some... he kept possession pretty well. That's what Trossard's pretty good at doing. I think Martinelli should have scored. I think he bottled a couple of chances. He doesn't get his head up enough. But overall, I'm not going to rip into the players tonight, because look, the players are in the final. We're in the final. We're going to Wembley, and realistically, this is not going to be. There's going to be no negativity in the stream tonight. I'm happy. Like at the end of the day, man, we're in the final. After half a decade, we're in the final. Finally, hopefully, this moves us forward and means that as you're saying, this will help us in other competitions. Yeah, man, I think if you win the Carabao Cup, it galvanizes you. It will galvanize you, man. Like I said, Pep, Klopp, Mourinho, first trophy they won, and it creates a winning mentality. Yeah, 22nd of March. Big up to you, Strikes. Anyway, joking. Yeah, 22nd of March. Going to see if I can try and get some tickets. Definitely want to go to that, man. It's been a while since I've been to Wembley. I don't even remember the last time I've been to Wembley, to be honest. It's a long time ago, so it'd be good to go to watch the Arsenal, not just some boring England game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I'm so happy. Like, it's mad because when you think about it, this is what I've been asking Arteta to do for so long. Like, if you're not going to win the league, win a Carabao Cup. If you're not going to win the league, win an FA Cup. If you're not going to win the league, win a Europa League. So it's so important now that he goes and wins this, because even if he doesn't win the league, at least I can say we lifted a trophy. But I think he has to win the league, for me, he has to win the league, or else, or the Champions League, or else. Like, I can't just accept the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. But like I said, I've not waited for 5 years and 1 billion Great British white women spent for just a Carabao Cup. That's not good enough. I'm sorry, it's not good enough. Noob. Make sure you hit the like button anyway. Make sure you subscribe, mate, because yeah, I am a noob. Whatever. I have a gold bracelet in mind for my wife this Valentine's Day, but I now suspect that £400 is going back towards the black market. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Big up to you, Roy. Listen, your wife's gonna have to just chill out, mate. Listen, what you can do, you can do a little Mr. Krabs thing and just go to H&M Samuels and go, listen, I got 50 quid. What can you do for me? Or go to the bookies, put 50 on black. If it goes to 100, go in there, 100 quid. What can you do for me, son? You know what I'm saying? Because I got tickets for the Arsenal. But yeah, big up to Mrs. Marsh anyway. Let's be real. Newcastle ain't got a chance of going to a final. Listen, don't say never. We've seen stranger things in football. Do you remember when we was 4-0 down to Reading and we won 7-5 on aggregate and we won 7-5? I've seen stranger things in football, bro. I've seen stranger things, but yeah, it's very unlikely that because like it's at the Etihad now. They bottled their home advantage. But let's be honest, City's defense is rubbish, bro. I mean, look what we saw. We saw Tottenham do it, 2-0 down at half time, and they won 2-2. I'm sorry, 1-2-2. They drew 2-2. So it's not impossible. It's improbable, but I think Newcastle have got way better forwards than Tottenham. Voldemort, Wissa, Anthony Gordon. I would say Langer, but Langer's been dog shit kebab, to be honest. So, yeah, he's been average, to be honest. He's been a bit poo. But big up to you anyway. Sorry about that, guys. If only I was living on my own, I'd be booking my flights to London right now for the final. Oh, what country do you live in, Gunnar SC? Do you live abroad? Like, oh, did you say? I think you said you live in Ireland, right? You said you live in like Cork or Dublin or something, South Dublin. I think you said. But yeah, man. Sometimes responsibilities have to take charge, but sometimes you just gotta. Sometimes you gotta put you gotta Klarna it, or sometimes you gotta use the credit card and tell your wife you're going on a business trip. Sometimes you just gotta, sometimes you gotta shirk responsibilities for the Arsenal, man. Sometimes you just gotta put that sign of like, listen, babes, it's the Arsenal, it's the Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Palmer asking for Madueke shirt at the end. I didn't see that, To be honest, as soon as the game finished, I literally did a knee slide in my bathroom and then just like fired up the stream, so I didn't actually see it really. But yeah, I mean, I've got a question for you, Joe King, actually, and this is for the whole chat, actually. Would you take Palmer at Arsenal for 70 million? That's just a little question for the chat, because I've been thinking about we need to start like big bro in Chelsea, like little bro in Chelsea now, because they've sold us some duds over the years, and I think we need to start pinching their stars. Like I would take a Caicedo, I'd take a Estavo, I'd take a Palmer. Not even just for the sake, not even because I want them, just because I want payback, really. Like they've little broed us with Willian, David Luiz, Gallas, Kai Havertz. Yes, I mean I know he's playing all right, but Kai Havertz that was a finesse. I'm sorry, I can't lie. That was 65 million. That was a finesse, man. Good to see. Imagine winning the Carabao Cup in the Premier League, trophies we haven't won since Box TV days, bro. The last time we won the Carabao Cup, I was 1. I was 1 years old, bro. I was 1. Fresh out my dad's bag, bro. Like, it's unacceptable. It's actually unacceptable. Like, how have we gone so long without a League Cup? I know Wenger didn't really care about the League Cup like that, but even still, we shouldn't have gone that long. And I still remember the 3 finals that we lost, like, that pissed me off. The Chelsea 2-1 one doesn't really piss me off that much. Like, Walcott got the first goal, Drogba scored, and I can't remember who scored the last goal. Was it Drogba double? But the one that really pisses me off is the one against Birmingham, man. That one. I remember getting to my dad's house and just crying, man. Still remember that like it was yesterday. Going on the 54, going towards Woolwich, getting to my dad's house and then just going, sorry, son, you lost the final. My dad's a Man City fan, by the way. So, yeah, take of that what you will. Big up Blade. You're that bold. Big sakes, Blade. Get that gold bracelet that turns the wrist green. Okay. Yeah. A big up to you, Joe King. Bruno SC, Nokia 3310, adjusting the area on top of the box. Oh, mate. This is what I'm saying. Some of these youngers don't even know, like, just like having to hold the aerial in a certain place for your parents, man, or trying to tune the channels and stuff like that, man. Back in the good old days. I'm still old enough to remember when like TV there was only 5 channels and like after a certain time, like the TV would just go off and it would just have like that weird creepy bunny rabbit and it would have like channel 5. Oh man, that was as a kid, that was nightmare fuel, bro. That was absolute nightmare fuel. And you just to see it and you see like little bunny rabbit sitting on the chair. That was absolute freaking nightmare fuel, man. My God. Big up Blade, Roy Marshall, legend. That's a real gooner right there. She'll understand. She has to understand, bro. She has to understand. Listen, Arsenal, wife, kids. That's just how it goes, man. That's how it goes. Yeah, here it like, I remember going to my uncle's house and just seeing meow, 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 like just all those weird like dial-up noises. And you're not even getting a meg, you're getting like 512 KB, man. And it's that crap was so slow. But back then, that was the nuts. That was the nuts back then. My God. And then if somebody picks up the phone, you'll be on the internet and the internet goes down. And you're like, get off the landline. And then when they put the phone down, like the internet comes back up again. My God, those days were hilarious, man. By the way, the like that was like the peak of like human civilization. That era, like that era, was definitely the peak of human civilization, no doubt. All the Chelsea YouTube channels that were watching the game live have now gone off air. It was exactly what happened after we stuffed Spurs for 1. Cry harder. Yeah, hold that. Listen, you lot were talking stuff. You lot were talking stuff. And you know what's crazy? I've got a Chelsea friend. I'm going to shout him out right now. Alfie, you were saying 3-1 at the Emirates. 3-1. I invited you on the channel, but you chickened out. Hold that. Hold that. Yeah, I thought I remembered. Come on, man. Big up Dublin, man. Big up Dublin. I went to Northern Ireland. I went to like last summer. Actually, it was really good. I can't remember what part of Northern Ireland I went to, but I always forget what it's called. But it was really, really good actually. There's a lot of ginger people in Ireland, man. Like everyone was orange. Like every 1 in 3 people were orange, man. It was crazy. But yeah, shout out to Ireland, man, and shout out to Dublin. Man City conceded 2 in 45 minutes. Newcastle can score at least 2 a night. Yeah, it's possible. It's not impossible, Joe. Bro, Joe, it's very, very possible. It's like I said, they've got enough firepower. I think the mistake Eddie Howe made in the last leg is like putting Voldemort and Whistle on the bench was, in my opinion, was stupid. I think he brought Whistle on later. Voldemort didn't get on, I don't think. But yeah, man, just start with Voldemort and play like Whistle as a support striker, or just start Whistle up front. I think Whistle hasn't really hit the ground running at Newcastle just yet. But I think overall, I think he'll be a good signing. Maybe the manager needs to change the tactics or something to get him more involved in the games. But I don't watch Newcastle too much. So if there's any Newcastle fans that are going to watch or do watch my channel, then let me know what you think about your chances of getting to the final against the mighty Arsenal, because we're going to Wembley. Yeah. Wonder if Gucci Zucci's in the chat punching the wall somewhere. Listen, Gucci Zucci is probably eating some chips, mate. He's probably eating some chips on the beach, mate, crying, mate. That's what he's probably doing. Yeah, I would take Palmer. Yeah, bro, I'd love to have Kai there, man. I'd take both of them. I'd take both of them, to be honest. I mean, this is something that Rory Jennings said the other day, big Chelsea fan, by the way, that if Chelsea don't start winning, people like Palmer, people like Caicedo, people like João Pedro, their heads will turn. And this is what happens. This is why I keep going on about it, guys. It's so important that we win trophies because, you know, we all saw Rice when we drew 0-0 to Forest, and it was like every fucking time. These top players want to go and win the big trophies. You think about it, yeah? Rice plays for England. Saka plays for England. When they go to the England camp, Foden, Bellingham, Trent, who else? Even Kane now, they can talk about winning the league. They can talk about winning the Champions League, Super Cup, Club World Cup, whatever. What can Saka talk about? An FA Cup that he won when he was on the bench. What can Rice talk about? The conference. Ah, man, I don't want that. It's got to be bigger than that. Bollocks. What do you mean bollocks, mate? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, mate? Bollocks. What are you talking about, Ike? Ike, are you beating up your wife? You all right? Ike? Like the stream. Yeah, like the stream, Ike, man. Don't be a hater. Like the stream, mate. I'll take her out. No Arteta outs today, man. This is a positive stream. Like I said. I'll cast a Lego head when he deserves it, but you also have to give praise. I was a bit annoyed, but when I think about it in entirety, it's a semi-final. He doesn't have to win. All he had to do was draw, and we got out there and we won the game. We won both legs, home and away. Got a clean sheet, 4-2 in aggregate. Can't complain. Yeah, it was boring, but do you know what? George Graham was boring, but we won. So who cares? My thing is, I said last season, if we're going to play boring football, you need to win. This season looks like we're going to play boring football and win. So listen, if it's boring and we do a madness, do a domestic treble or double, just win a title, do a treble, or dare I say it, the quad, which I just say don't clip that. I'm not saying we're going to win the club. I'm just being like, you know, whatever. But if we do a madness this season and it's boring, I honestly could not care less. I honestly couldn't care less. That's what I'm talking about, Ike Tyson, man. Big up. Top man. Yeah, there we go. Thanks, Josh. Thanks for that, Joe, man. Can't get worse than Kai scoring and putting out. And you know, as soon as Kai scored, he walked up to the Arsenal fans and just went, and then looked at the Chelsea fans. Listen, I'm not Kai Havertz's biggest fan, but I love the housery. I always support housery. Always. Shout out to King Kai anyway, man. Newcastle got nothing to lose. They will go all out, in my belief, to beat Man City. Yeah, and that's the thing. I think there's more pressure on City to win and get to the final than there is on Newcastle, because when you think about it, Pep's leaving this year. Him and Rodri have come out recently and said some really weird things. Like Pep was saying that like Man City haven't spent enough. Like they should be spending more. They're only like 5th on net spend. Mate, you better keep shaking. You better be shaking that bum for the shakes. No Saudi, bro. You know what I'm saying? This guy, this bald deluded fraud, man. This bald fraud. I'll always call this guy a bald fraud. This bald fraud is saying that Man City haven't spent enough. Bro, you spent 2 billion Great British white women. What are you talking about? You alone have spent 2 billion Great British white women. What the freak are you talking about? What are you talking about? This, and Rodri's saying, "Oh, nobody wants to see us win. Oh, that was a clear foul. It was, to be fair, and so, but I don't care. Oh, nobody wants to see us win. I'm Rodri. Oh, listen, man. The Man City empires, the dynasty is over. It's over. Wait, there we go. It's time for the Arsenal. It's time for the Arsenal. It's finally time for the Arsenal. I've waited so long for this, man. I'm not going to speak too soon. But I feel like it's here. I feel like we're about to arrive. I feel like we're so close to just Premier League glory, double glory, treble glory. I feel like we're so close to it now. I think that's why I keep reiterating, it's so important that we win that Carabao Cup, man. It's so important that we win that Carabao Cup. It's so freaking important that we win that Carabao Cup, man. But yeah, big up to you, Joe. Roy says, I don't care if we play Newcastle or Man City, or even both at the same time in the final. We're winning this competition. All right, Roy, shout out to you, man. I love the positivity. Me and you have clashed about some certain opinions, but no, you know what? I respect the positivity. And you know what? I don't really care either. I think in a one-off game, I don't think there's a single team in the world that I'm afraid of to play. If you said to me right now, who can we play? Generally, I prefer Newcastle, but generally, I don't care if we play City. I don't play it. You know what? And it's actually funny. It's a funny statistic, actually. Arteta is actually unbeaten against Pep at Wembley, because obviously Community Shield and stuff. So I know it doesn't really count, but listen, I'm taking it anyway. Yeah, so for me, you're right. You know what, Roy? I respect it. I think we need to be positive Arsenal fans. It's the first time we've had a final in half a decade. So you know what? It don't really matter. They are at Wembley. I think we at the end of the day, we're going to see our captain's armpits anyway. That's all that matters. That's all that freaking matters. That we win that game by hook or by crook, by set piece, by penalty, Owen goals. I don't care. We just have to win that game, because you know what? I'll say this live right now, and I mean this 1,000%. If we win the Carabao Cup, we win at least two more. We win at least another trophy, and I believe it will be the Premier League. I think the Champions League, I think for me personally, I don't think we'll win the Champions League this season, just because I think our attack lacks a little bit of individual brilliance. I think in the Champions League, you can't really scummy your way to a Champions League, unless your name's Chelsea, by the way. But I think you need that individual brilliance. I just really think you do. Or you just need pot luck like Chelsea did in 2020, but whatever. Yeah, tears. Hold that. Oh, it's so boring. It was a boring game of football. Oh, Arsenal didn't attack us. Cry more, bro. Cry more. Honestly, I don't care. Red Skull, make sure you like and subscribe. And chat, make sure you like and subscribe, man. Get the likes up, man. 17 of you in here, make sure you get the likes up. But I'll say this, yeah. It's just nice. Like, watching that game, it wasn't fun, but I'm just so glad we're through, man. I'm so glad we're through. Abu Dhabi versus Saudi Arabia. Yeah, man. That's actually a good point. You know what's crazy, actually? I've got a question for you, Joe, actually, and this is the rest of the chat. Do you think Newcastle should get an elite manager now? Like, they should get... I heard a Newcastle fan, they said that they want Jose Mourinho. I think Jose Mourinho, with the Abu Dhabi money, obviously they can't spend all of it because of their stadium size and the size of their club and stuff, but if they can be strategic, I think Jose Mourinho could get them to go places. Because after they've done that crazy crap at Benfica against Real Madrid with the goalkeeper, Jose Mourinho still got it, man. I know he's not like prime Jose Mourinho, but he's still a quality manager. Let's keep it 100, man. He's still a quality manager. Big up, Roy. I remember a game at the back end of last season where plenty of Arsenal supporters had up signs saying Arteta out. Arteta has deserved the success. We were so close to getting rid of him. Do you know what? Yeah, let me say something a bit controversial. Let me leave this comment on the screen. Let me say this, yeah. I have for since he bottled 22-23, I've staunchly been Arteta out. But then I thought about it. Then I was Cronky out, and then they backed him more, and then he bottled 23-24, and then I've been Arteta out since then. And to be honest with you, I'm not sure if long term Arteta is the right manager. I know it sounds a bit crazy, but let's be objective here. The reason why I say that is I don't think Arteta has the ability to get the best out of attacking players. And I don't think he has the ability to dominate England. And I think if we were to win something big, or even two things big, I think it would be wise to move him on, only in the sense that I just don't think he has that thing that elite managers have. Like, for example, I couldn't see him doing like a Zidane and winning like the Champions League, doing a 3P in the Champions League. I could never see him doing something like that. You know, I could just never see him doing something miracle-esque. But do you know what? I give Arteta the benefit of the doubt. I think this is his penultimate season. I think this is it. Like he has to go for broke now, and he has to come up with the goods. I don't like Roy. If he just wins the Carabao Cup, would you still keep him? Because I want to get understand your mindset more. Because for me, I've said it a million times: win the league, or win the Champions League, or win the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. If you win the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, it buys you another year. If you win the league, it's party time. If you win the Champions League and you put a star above this badge, oh my goodness, hey, then you're basically immortalized. But I think for me, that's my standards. Let me know what you think, Roy. Big up anyway. Big up, Joe. Kovacic complaining about refs as wild when you consider Kovacic could have been sent off twice in that same game for 2 dirty tackles on Rice. Bro, let me show you something. You know, it's so funny you mentioned that, yeah? It's so funny. It's so funny you mentioned that. Look at this. It's so funny you mentioned that. Look at this, bro. I've literally got this on my phone. Hold on, let me see if I can put this in the camera. 1 second. This is hilarious.
Michael Oliver, you absolute fraud! Do something! Oh, my Kovacic! No, what? Michael Oliver, you absolute fraud! Do something!
I remember watching that stream and Curtis Shaw was going absolutely nuts. He was like, "You absolute," but it's true. That second tackle by Kovacic was how he didn't get a red card. I remember watching that game with my girlfriend. I don't know how he didn't get a red card. I was raging. He literally clamps Rice's Achilles, and he was only on a yellow. And I think after the game on the PGO Manuel thing, Michael Oliver basically said the reason why he didn't send Kovacic off is because it was a big game and he didn't want to spoil it. I'm telling you right now, Michael Oliver he's owned by Man City. I can't prove it. But I know he is. But big up to you anyway, Joe. Roy, has anyone won a domestic treble in England? Yeah, Man City. They won the title, they won the League Cup, and they won the FA Cup. And I think it was 17, I want to say 17, 18. All I remember is they had Sterling in their team. And I remember they've definitely won a domestic treble. Yeah, they've definitely won a domestic treble. Shout out to the folks who've liked the stream. Thank you, guys. Yeah, thanks for everyone who's liked the stream. Thanks, guys. I'm not going to stay on too long. Yeah, I'm kind of tired, actually. Joking. Perhaps they get Luis Enrique? That's possible. I definitely think they could get Luis Enrique. You mean Arsenal, right? I think that's possible. I think, like I said, it really just depends on what direction the club want to go in. It depends on, a whole host of things, really. Newcastle are close to getting planning permission for a new 70,000 stadium. And this is why, Roy, I want to say this to all the Arsenal fans watching. This is why it's so important that we win now. Because Tottenham have got a big stadium now. Newcastle are going to get a big stadium. They've got money. Tottenham have got money. Man United are the biggest club in the country. They're always going to come back eventually. Chelsea have got money. Pep will move on, but City will always be in and amongst it now because they've established themselves as a Big Six team. It's so important that we win and capitalize on people not being as good. Rich thinks Enrique's going to Man City, but those charges against City could see Enrique go to Newcastle. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, those 115 charges, they haven't gone anywhere yet. So yeah, I mean, I'm not 100%. I'm not 100% convinced that Rich's opinion of Enrique going to Man City. I'm not 100% convinced about that, guys. I don't know what anyone else thinks about that. Like, do you think Luis Enrique goes to Man City? Personally, I don't think so. I personally don't think so. I think he goes to Newcastle or he comes to Arsenal. Personally, maybe I'm chatting breeze. I don't know, but I don't know, man. I just think, do you really want to go to City? Like, do you really want to go to City? You know, do you not want like a bit of a project? Like, I think Arsenal would just be perfect. I think Arsenal would be perfect, man. I think Arsenal would be, it'd just be so nice. It'd be so nice. It'd be so nice. Imagine Luis Enrique. We've just won the league. We've just won the Carabao Cup. Or we've done a domestic treble, and then he can go win us the Champions League, man. Arteta's just won himself another season in the club. Come what may. You mean if we don't win anything, or if we win something, if he wins. Can you be a bit more specific? Because I don't get what you mean. But big up to you, Roy, anyway. Meant Roger complained of not Kovacic. Oh, well, it was funny anyway. No worries, Joe. No worries. But yeah, I just think for me, I think it's very important that we win something this season. Like, we as Arsenal fans, we've all suffered together. Like, for me, I've said it a million times. I'm not Wenger FC. I'm not Arsenal FC. I'm not Arteta FC. I'm Arsenal FC. I'm not Saka FC. I'm Arsenal FC. I always want to see the club. Like, if you said to me right now, sell Saka, we can win a Champions League. A Champions League is bigger than Saka. I know that's controversial for me to say that, but there's no player in the squad that I'm emotionally attached to enough for them not to be swapped for a Champions League or a star above the badge or 2 titles back to back. Because I've waited long enough, bro. The last time we won the Premier League, I was playing Beyblades in year 4. Stealing Yu-Gi-Oh cards out of kids' book bags, bro. Giving it back, obviously. I can neither confirm or deny that I didn't give them back. But even still, I was raising children and I was raising Tamagotchi kids. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things where, like, we've waited so long. I can't deal with another trophy this season. Arteta has to win for me. Arteta has to win for me. Spurs have the same problem Arsenal have had when we first moved into the Emirates Stadium. It's paid off for 5 to 6 seasons. We had to sell off our best players to pay off the stadium. Yeah, and it's another thing. Like, we've suffered, man. We've suffered enough. We really have suffered enough, I think. And I think it's time that we. I think it's time. I think it's finally time that we, like, you know, win. It's so important. It's so important. I think for me, another trophyless, because I've heard some Arsenal fans say, if we go trophyless again, I'll still keep Arteta because he's so good and stuff like that. But for me, isn't 6 years long enough? Is it not long enough? Is it not long enough? You know what I'm saying? Is it not long enough? I don't know. What does anyone think? If Arteta goes trophyless again, would you still keep him? Hey, big up Till, man. Yeah, man. Beyblades, man. I Dragoon. You know what I mean? I was spinning around my little Dragoon, man. But I was a big fan of Kai anyway. I used to love the series as a kid. The big up to you, Till. Anyway, make sure you follow this guy. He's a chess YouTuber. He's really, really good, man. He's the Mushroom King. Big up to you, Till. Anyway, Roy Marsh says, "Sell Saka. I'd rather sell you first, Dark Side." Hey, listen, if you can sell me to another club and we can get a Champions League, I'll sell me as well. You know what I'm saying? I'll sell me as well. But, you know, obviously, I say that in jest. I don't want to sell Saka, but if you put a gun to my head and said, "Sell Saka right now, you get a Champions League in the cabinet," for me, it's a no-brainer. I'm sorry, I've waited too long. There is no player in this club that's bigger than the Champions League right now. You know, if you even said to me right now, other than the defense and Rice, for me, anyone can get it for a Champions League trophy. That's just my personal opinion. Some people disagree. Other than the back four and Rice, I would sell anyone in our squad to get a flipping Champions League. I'm clucking for a Champions League. I'm desperate, man. I'm desperate. I need a Champions League so bad. Like, you know how annoyed, how fed up I am of hearing Chelsea fans sing Champions of Europe who'll never sing that. Like, that's just so, it's just so painful. It's so painful. It's so painful. Like, do you guys know, like, whenever you get into an argument with, like, any, like, Chelsea, Man United, even City fans now, even an Aston Villa fan can chat to us. Even a Nottingham Forest fan can chat to us. Bro, even a Spartak, even a Red Star Belgrade fan can chat stuff to us, man. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing, man. It's so embarrassing. Like, oh, I'm just tired of it, man. Like, we need to start winning majors. We need to start winning absolute majors now. It's so important that it's so important that we win. It's so important. But you know what? We are in a final. I'm happy. I'm gonna probably wrap the stream here. It's been a good one, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Hold on 1 second. I just did the maths. You're 33, 34 now. No, I am gonna be 34 at the end of the year. I'm still 32 actually. Wow, I'm surprised you actually bothered to do that, but no, I'm still 32. I'm still 32. Last time we won the Carabao Cup, I was like, we last won the Carabao Cup like 8.5 years before I was born. Damn, so you're pretty young, man. I think you're 24, right? You're 24 and a half, isn't it? Yeah, 24 and a half, right? But yeah, I'm gonna wrap the stream there. I'm gonna wrap the stream there, guys. I'm gonna be redirecting to Rich. So make sure you like, subscribe, and smash that like button. Peace.